really super week and you have an amazing weekend planned. Go crazy. Hope it's really, really awesome. Today we have a question from Megan, and it's a super question, and I think a lot of people would also have this challenge. So the question was around the horse being spooky in the arena. So the horse isn't always spooky. She said it can jump a spooky jump and sometimes be okay, but then all of a sudden you'll be riding in the arena and let's say you've changed something in the arena and then she won't go past the object, or she won't go past a particular spot in the arena. And Megan says she's tried doing, trying to stay really, really calm because the horse can get very, very hot. And also that she tries to do transitions or bring her near to the object and give her a pat. And none of that's really working. And I think that's cool, Megan, because all those things I would try, definitely. When your horse is being spooky, you need to answer the question in your own mind, which is my horse scared of this, or is my horse using this? So, for instance, yesterday in Melbourne, it was crazy wind, like, I don't know much about weather, 130k winds or something. It was just really, really windy. And I was riding Arbor, and what had happened at the far side of our arena, a gazebo, one of the things to get under the gazebo, had blown open. So he was walking down, then just stopped, and he's like, ah! And I know my horse exceptionally well, okay? So when Arbor looks at something, he's looking at it. He's like, is that going to kill me? He's running through that whole, you know, it's the flight or fight response. Do I need to run from this? Is this going to eat me? So I let him stop, and I just patted him and said, it's all right, it's not going to eat you. And he's a really brave horse anyway, so he starts to take little steps towards it, like he'll take a step, then halt, take a step, then halt. And I'm really, really patient with all of that. So it took about 60 seconds all up, and then he was right at the arena fence and he looked at it. And as long as they're looking at the object, I don't really care how long it takes, because they're looking at the object. They're making a decision in their own mind. Is it going to kill me? Do I need to run? The minute they look away and their attention is somewhere else, that tells me you're not scared. You've decided that object won't kill you, and now you're just playing. So the minute I feel them do that, I go, okay, walk on. We've decided, you and I, that won't kill us. He would then, so take my example yesterday, so then we then warmed up and then came around it again. He went to put his head up again. I put his head back down, put my legs on and said, you don't get to look at that ever again. And yes, we have a great relationship, and I've built that over time, but he and I have an understanding. So he needs to, if he's scared of something, he definitely needs the time. If I had gone into kind of battle with him at the very start and said, no, it's fine, and, you know, put him in shoulder in and put the leg on, probably would have created even more of a phobia. And the next time he came around, he'd be looking even more, going, Mum, I haven't decided, because he kind of thinks he's my protector as well. So he's like, Mum, I haven't decided we're safe yet. So you've got to get really, really clear in your mind, and yeah, we don't know what they're thinking, and what I'm saying is a complete delusion. I don't know if Arbor was thinking that, and if he and I were having a conversation like that, but that's how I frame my reality, and then that's how I go on to riding, which works for us. So like I said, with any horse, that's my kind of feedback mechanism. If they're looking at something else, then you're not scared of that anymore. So now we can continue as always. So I have another stallion who's a bit trickier, and he's been on my arena for 6 years. And I'll be riding down, there's a particular long side, which he thinks has boogeyman in it. Always has for 6 years, nothing's ever got him. But he will always occasionally try. I'll come down the long side and he'll suddenly go, yee! And he'll be at the center line in 2 strides. That is like a simply not on, non-negotiable, you don't do that. So if he does that, he's straight away, back in shoulder in, huge outside rein, huge inside leg, you go forward, you don't look at that, and you don't give me that BS. I'm trying to stop swearing, does that help? That response, because that's like a don't do it. So even when I see Luce riding the young horses, sometimes she's letting them get away with looking. And I'm like, no looking. Get their head down, especially in a test. You know, you've got a young stallion who's like, oh, look, it's another horse, it's another horse, it's another horse. They love to look. They have to learn when you're on their back, they don't get to look. Fair enough, if they're terrified and they have to make sure nothing's going to eat them, they're allowed to look for a second. But like, I competed Arbor in a brand new indoor arena. There was the judges' boxes with the flapping tablecloths, and it was 7:30 at night, and there was shadows, and there was flapping, and there was noises, and there was crowds. He's not allowed to look at any of that. There's no time. I have 35 seconds, you know, before that bell's going to ring and I've got to get into that test. So I think it's really important you teach them, mate, I'll look after you. If there's something scary, we can go look it out together, but really, it's got to come down to trust. So the behaviour, and I'm just completely hallucinating here, Megan, because I'm not in front of you, I don't know your horse, I don't know the situation. But my hallucination about the situation that you wrote about is your horse is using as an excuse 30 minutes and you can't get past a dodgy corner. She's just playing. So my thing is I just ride them forward, they've got to go forward, so I don't care too much first where the head is, go forward, go past there. So if she's ducking in, I control the shoulders. So if those shoulders are going to the inside, bam, leg yield, those shoulders are going to the outside. I will put the horse where they don't want to go. And okay, so if the head is looking to the outside, then they can bring their body that way, so the head has to go that way, so you can bring the shoulders and the body that way. And the horses just learn very, very quickly that they can't get away with any of that BS, and they've just got to go to where I'm telling them to go, whether they're scared or not. You know, that's the whole point of riding in an arena in a test. They've never seen the test, they've never seen anything, and they just got to go where your legs and your hands put them. So, in regards to technical skill, I hope you are skilled enough to manipulate the shoulders and the legs a little bit, so you can kind of do a kind of drifty leg yield. Don't try and do a classically perfect leg yield or a classically perfect shoulder in. I just mean put the shoulders where they need to go, put the head where it needs to go, and put the legs where it needs to go. So I'm a very, very firm believer of any horse I ride, whether it's a newly broken 3-year-old or a Grand Prix horse, those legs go how I want them and where I want them. So at the pace I want and in the direction I want. And you can see I'm quite firm about that. There's no ifs, buts or maybes. No horse deciding, oh, but I don't want to. It's my rules. It's my game. It's, you know, I don't know. Is that helping? Yeah, that's just my approach. Remember, everything I say on all of this is just how I ride and how I achieve the success that I want in my riding. I'm not saying it's the right way. You go speak to a natural horsemanship guy and he's going to have a completely different answer to you. And okay, the other thing you're saying is the horse gets hot. So with a horse that gets hot, sometimes when you're like, get your shoulders here and get your legs here, they can just be like, and mental. So yeah, try and do it maybe in a walk, and the softening's good. You said you were softening, so you're trying not to hold too much in the hand. You're trying to do it with your legs. So that's why I really like the leg yielding exercise, because you can get your legs on them. So I would go a leg yield into that corner, leg yield on the circle, and really softly, quietly, you know, say, well, your legs are going to go there, whether or not you feel okay about that or not. I trust that helps, Megan. Please let me know how you go. And to everyone else, have an amazing weekend and enjoy your riding. Bye.